You grow up in Central California. Your father repairs trucks and drinks. Not violent, just absent. Every night, he sits in the same recliner. The TV volume is always maxed out, like he's trying to disappear inside the noise. Your mother works the register at a hardware store until her back finally gives out. You drop out at 17 because algebra doesn't keep the lights on.
Ratchet walks into the yard when you're 22. He brings a 98 Harley Softail with a timing chain destroying itself. Leather vest, gray beard, club patches. You fix the bike in 4 hours. He comes back the next week. Then again the week after that. On the 4th visit, he doesn't bring the bike, just a 6-pack. He sits on a crate and talks to you like you actually matter. He asks if you've ever ridden. You haven't. The following Saturday, he brings a beat-up Sportster. Within a month, you're spending weekends at the clubhouse. Converted warehouse, dirt road entrance, bar, pool table, a row of Harleys outside like they own the place. Men in leather, music you feel in your chest. For the first time in your life, a room full of people looks happy you showed up. That feeling is the real product they're selling.
Prospecting. Prospecting is 12 months of being nobody. You clean the clubhouse, toilets, ashtrays, floors. You stand at the door during parties for 8 hours straight, completely sober. You ride at the back of every formation, breathing exhaust. A member named Kubal sends you on a 2-hour drive to pick up pizza. You bring it back cold. He throws it in the trash. The test isn't the pizza. The test is whether you go, and you go.
They vote you in on a Thursday. Ratchet hands you the vest. Death Head badge. Bottom rocker. MC tag. 2 pounds of leather that somehow feel heavier. There's a party. People buy you drinks. Ratchet pulls you aside. He says, "This patch means every man here would go to prison before saying your name." It sounds like a promise. It's also a price tag.
For 2 years, things are good. Weekend rides through the valley, 50 bikes deep. Barbecues where everyone's kids run around together. Christmas parties where men who look like bank robbers dress up like Santa. They help you set up a garage, real tools, hydraulic lift, your name on the sign. Every bike in the chapter comes through your hands. You always have a seat saved. You're useful and you belong. You think those are the same thing.
The garage is real. What funds it isn't. You start noticing small things. A saddlebag that's too heavy for clothes. A sealed box left in your back room. Hold it. Don't open it. Someone picks it up Tuesday. Cash payments that don't match any service. You decide not to ask questions. Then Deacon, the chapter president, calls you in. Calm voice. Friendly. He talks like a corporate manager. The club has business interests. Meth moving through 3 counties. Protection money from a chain of bars. Small-scale gun deals. Your garage will process some of the money. Fake invoices. Clean cash. He asks if you're comfortable. The question isn't really a question. Deacon runs the chapter like a company. Brotherhood is the brand. Revenue is the product. He tracks earnings by territory, runs meetings with agendas, talks about market share without irony. Old members who joined for the ride are slowly pushed aside. One night, Ratchet complains, says the club used to mean something different. Deacon hears about it. Ratchet loses his collection route, the one he had for 12 years. He gets reassigned to maintenance. At 58, he's sweeping the clubhouse floor. He never complains again. A member named Dice gets arrested. Distribution charges, federal level. The club rule is simple. If you go down, the club supports your family. Commissary money, mortgage payments, lawyers. Dice has a wife and a 9-year-old son. For 3 months, the payments arrive. Month 4, they shrink. Month 6, they stop. Dice's wife calls the clubhouse. Nobody answers. You ask Deacon about it. He says, Dice knew the risks. The club has expenses. Resources go where they're operational. Dice isn't operational anymore. That sentence changes everything. You start sending Dice's wife $500 a month from your own cut. You don't tell anyone. It's not charity, it's insurance. Because if it happens to you, you want to believe someone would do the same. Deep down, you know they probably wouldn't. You marry Marie. She bartends at one of the bars the club protects. She grew up around bikers. She understands the world behind the patches. For a while, it works. Then the 2 a.m. calls start. Then the stacks of cash in the closet she isn't supposed to ask about. Then a member walks through your kitchen at midnight with blood on his jacket. She says nothing, but the silence between you grows heavy. One ride you'll never forget. Annual run to the coast. 63 bikes on a 2-lane highway through redwood country. The sound is a wall of thunder that scares birds from trees half a mile away. You ride in the middle of the pack. Air smells like pine and exhaust. Nobody's talking about territory or money. Just speed. Just the road. Ratchet rides beside you, grinning under his helmet like a kid. For 2 hours, the club is exactly what it promised. Men on motorcycles chasing the next curve. You stop at a diner overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Burgers, trash talk, sunset. It's the closest thing to peace you've felt in years. You hold on to that memory like a drowning man holds on to driftwood, because everything after that ride gets worse. And if you want more intense stories like this, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next video.